great.
Alright? That's it. Peace, people. That's how
All
we
right.
started every time. Every project is draw lines and have your layout figured out, because your lines are your roadmap. And if you don't know where you're going, it can get expensive real quick. So, in this chiseled edge detail, we have two different kinds. We have what we call a straight chisel, and we take as minimal material as we can, which is usually a half inch to 3/4. And if we're going to do a more a chisel that's got more of what I call flavor, it's got a lot more character to it, then we do a 1 inch margin and we take off. So what we do here is one of the most important things when you cut in slabs, you've got to make sure that you remember to add that 1 inch when you cut it. We have what's called a cut to line and a chisel to line. And right now, we've already cut it, and we're going to the chisel to line, which we have moved. This is our chisel to line, 1 inch. Alright, and I'm thinking we're doing this with some character. So you also put your half-inch line on, because you're going to go back and forth between the half-inch line and the 1 inch line. And this is how you get that nice flow. So, symmetrically, the same every 2 inches, 3 inches, whatever. Otherwise, it will look too symmetrical. And what we want this to do is look a little more natural. So, we're going to space out our bites very chaotically, so when it's done, the product looks more natural. Start. Now, we're going to protect the stone, because as you chisel, everything will scratch the stone in the stone fabrication. This is an extra hard granite, and even on an extra hard granite, if you got carbide granules or chunks of granite or whatever, if you drag something on it and it's scratched, you're not going to get the polish back. So it's best to prevent it. If you scratch it, you're going to be what you need it. This is what we use this for. So we're going to put it at the 1 inch line, plus maybe 1/8 of an inch, because we don't want the chisel to bite the wood tonight. We'll go over the tool here in a minute. So what I do is put this on here, check the stone. Now, on this particular tool, this tool has an absolute setting, if you will, for where it has to be in order to function. And so what we do is, from the pinch point to the back of the machine, I've written it on here so that it's kind of a no-brainer, that you know your chisel to line can't be any further than 7 3/4. That's the distance from the back of this high density plastic to the pinch point with the teeth. These are the teeth. We have two different size teeth for different thicknesses of the stone. And the machine also has adjustments so you can raise or lower the teeth. The closer you can get it, the better job it does pinching the stone without breaking the rest of the countertop. So, what we're going to do here, now that we know that we got 7 3/4 inches and we have our chisel to line, we have to put a backstop on it so that it can't go any further than that point. So, the clamps. So these are useful for some things, but in this particular project, you don't want to use spring clamps because they don't clamp hard enough. If you start putting pressure on it, it'll move. And if you push it too far and wasn't paying attention, it would move and you wouldn't like it. So, we have C-clamps, or bar clamps. And what we're going to do here is we're going to mark it to the back chisel to line, which is 1 inch. And you have to set that, the straight edge, at 7 3/4 to the back of the throat. So we got to get this so it doesn't drag. If the cord drags, it's a drag, and it doesn't work. So when you plug it in, it's going to go off, and it won't wreck the stone. You hear it go? You have to take it off incrementally in half inches instead of a whole inch. So we take this half inch piece of square stock and we put it behind the machine so that we can't go back any further than that half an inch. And then as we go, we do the half inch pipe and we'll take it out and then we'll do the other half inch wherever we need it to get the desired look that we're going for. So in the end, we take a half a pipe so we don't break the corner off. So the tooth down here, you might not be able to see, is we're going to be half on, half off for the very first bite. You always want to wear your safety glasses because it throws stuff. And then you move it just a little ways. So, increment, half inch increment. That's ready to rock and roll. The stone has a fiberglass mesh on it to protect it from breakage. Some materials need it. This one is iffy. It's pretty hard, but it can be brittle. And so that's why this just doesn't fall off. And then we have to end up grinding it off on the bottom some because it doesn't feel good when the client runs their hand underneath it. This, if you can see up close, this is how it looks when we do what's called the straight chisel. It's pretty uniform. I can even do it even straighter because there's some little nuts on here. But in this particular job, we're doing it with some more flavor. It's not so straight. So, I'm going to keep on keeping on with that. The first course we've done the half inch, taking the half inch off. So now we're going to take the other half inch off sporadically. So we're going to do part of the next course and then keep on keeping on. The next part, first we got to put the corner. The corner is it's important to have them not so sharp, and we have to protect it to make sure that we don't break the whole corner off back here. Use these hand nippers that we made. You can buy a pair of them for about $1,000, or you can make them for $100. And they're just some bolt cutters that have been modified to nip stone. So I put a piece of steel on here with some clamps really tight, so that we don't run the risk of breaking the whole corner off. If you put too much down force at this angle, that's when you run the risk of breaking the whole corner off. And because the down force sometimes will snap it. Definitely need a little bit of sharpening. And that's how you do it.